Now that the summer 2023 season is well underway, we have to answer the basic question of what shows will be worth your time and what shows will not be worth your time to spend your valuable time on. Today we are going to be discussing whether Liar Liar is going to be worth your time this summer 2023 season, so stay tuned and find out. Now, on a personal level, I had a lot of hope for Liar Liar. I think the concept is really nice and fun and cool and can be extremely interesting and entertaining. I absolutely love the sort of mix between No Game, No Life and Classroom of the Elite vibes that this show at an outset had. And I was very, very interested to see how the show was going to take things in Season 1. After the first few episodes, you sort of see that, okay, there are some issues here, but it could still be good. But the further we go along with this show, the more it seems like things are just falling off the rails. Even me, being a, again, very adamant fan of these exact sort of topics and concepts, have found this show already after 4 episodes somewhat difficult to keep watching. I will keep watching it, but there are many, many flaws with this show that I don't think they will able to actually fix in Season 1, if ever. There are many, many issues to go over here. I'm not going to go over all of them as it would take too long, but there are a lot of issues in terms of contrivances that are just nonsensical. A lot of just world building that is odd and not that believable. Character motivations and lack thereof not being believable or logical. The pacing and how many things are structured, what they choose to skip, what they choose to focus on, many other aspects, far from optimal. So why even adapt in the first place with this many mistakes and errors, was my thought after watching episode 4. I felt absolutely dejected, and like all my air was blown out of my body after making copious amounts of notes and feeling like after 4 episodes, this show really doesn't know exactly what it wants to do with itself. If you have been watching my episode reviews of this show, as I have done reviews on every single episode so far, you will know my exact thoughts on it, and my descent into madness with my problems with this show. Now, will it be an enjoyable watch for you, and is it something you might want to consider watching this season? Well, you know, it can be difficult to say. For me, I'm not going to say it's the worst show of the season, because I do still find it somewhat entertaining. I mean, if you are, like me, very much into the No Game, No Life, and the Classroom of the Elite, and that sort of setup and concept, then you might find this show, at least to an extent, entertaining, at least if you sort of don't think too hard on it. But that is also part of the problem, isn't it? Because a show like this, if you watch No Game, No Life, if you watch Classroom of the Elite, like you want to engage your brain, like you want to notice the small things, because that's a big part of the show. A big part of the entire reason you enjoy it so much as you do, at least as much as I did, was because you really pay attention to the minor details. You pay attention to the very small things that happen, so you can sort of know and understand and anticipate what is going to happen and get a lot of enjoyment out of that. And also to understand the games and such, for example, in No Game, No Life. But you're not really able to do that here because it's very hard to understand. You don't get all the information you need. And at least for me, I am just completely not able to really engage my brain with this because there are so many issues with the presentation of the show and the pacing and everything else of the show so far that I've just sort of dejected myself from the entire thing. Also, this is supposed to be an ecchi show from all I've seen. You know, it's tagged as ecchi on anime sites, and the light novel apparently is also very clearly ecchi styled. But Geek Toys, or whichever the company is that does the adaptation for this, I'm not sure if they're not able to or don't want to, but the ecchi is nowhere to be found in this anime, which makes, again, a lot of the scenes very awkward because it's supposed to be ecchi, but it clearly isn't because of the design. So that sort of makes you not be able to enjoy it for that either. If you're an absolute diehard fan of the concepts that I've just described, though, I think you can enjoy this to an extent if you turn your brain off, or if you're sort of very mildly engaged with it intellectually. But otherwise, I don't think there's too much to actually find here right now. If they make a big U-turn and improve the quality a lot for the rest of the season, which I heavily doubt, then, you know, you might want to come back to it, but Yeah, the signs are definitely pointing to that, unless you're a very avid anime fan in general and watch everything, or if you're very specifically interested in these pinpoint concepts and ideas, then yeah, you'll probably not have the best time with this, and it'll probably feel very mediocre to you. On a personal note, yes, I will keep watching it because I'm a hopeless addict, and I can't help myself, but that will be that. I hope you got closer to finding an answer on whether Liar Liar will be worth your time this summer season. If you did, then please leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to support this channel and content. If you have any questions or any thoughts on the video or anime, please do leave them below. I will answer them to the best of my ability, of course. That being said, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.